Hello, students. Let me ask you a question. Do you translate every single word from your native language to English in your head before you speak?
It's a very common habit,
Hmm?
and it's a dangerous one.
Today, we're going to fix it. In this lesson, we'll teach you exactly how to stop translating and actually start thinking in English.
And by the end, you'll have 6 specific steps, 6 concrete actions you can take to achieve real fluency. So let's begin.
Okay. To solve any problem, you first have to understand it. We call this the translation trap.
Right. And many of you believe that English is just about vocabulary. You think, if I just learn more words, I'll be able to speak.
But that's not quite right, is it? The problem isn't your vocabulary, it's your brain's processing speed. When you translate, you're literally asking your brain to do double the work.
Let me walk you through what's happening inside your mind. First, you hear a question in English.
Okay.
Second, your brain has to translate that question into your native language just to understand it.
Step 2.
Then third, you come up with an answer, but you do it in your native language.
And then the 4th step. You have to translate that answer back into English before you can say it.
4 steps. A native speaker only uses 2. Hear the question, speak the answer.
And because you're doing 4 steps, you freeze, you pause, you get those and sounds.
Your brain is just working too hard. It's why you feel so exhausted after speaking English for just 10 minutes.
But it's not only about speed, it's also about accuracy, right?
Exactly. When you translate, you carry the grammar rules from your native language over into English. And the result is, well,
Awkward sentences, unnatural phrasing.
I'll give you a perfect example. I hear this from students almost every day. They want to say they enjoyed a movie.
Okay.
So in their head, they use their native logic, maybe Chinese logic, for example. They think subject, adverb, verb, object. And they say, I very like this movie.
I very like this movie. I hear that all the time.
It's a classic translation error, and you can see the logic, but in English, it's just wrong. We don't use very with verbs like that.
A native thinker would naturally say, I really like this movie.
Or, I like this movie very much. It's like you're building a house. You're using English bricks, which are the vocabulary words.
But you're using a foreign blueprint, the grammar from your own language. And the house just looks strange.
So why is it so critical to switch? There are 4 clear benefits. First, and most obviously, fluency. You cut out the translation, you speak immediately, the pauses disappear.
Second is confidence. When you aren't constantly searching for the next word, your speech just becomes smoother. You can focus on your message, not the individual words.
Third, and this one surprises a lot of students, your listening gets better.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah. If you're busy translating what someone is saying, you're always one step behind. By the time you translate their first sentence, they're already on their third.
Thinking in English lets you keep up in real time.
And fourth, believe it or not, your pronunciation improves. When you think in your native language, you're sort of hearing your native accent in your mind.
But when you start to think in English, you internalize the natural rhythm, the sounds, the music of the language.
Okay, so before we give you the method, we have to talk about the mental barriers. Why you haven't done this yet. It usually comes down to fear.
We call the first barrier the training wheels. You know, when you learn to ride a bike, you use training wheels to feel safe.
Translation is your training wheels. It feels safe to think in your own language first.
But you'll never really ride the bike until you take them off. You have to trust that your brain can do it. You have to be willing to fall down a few times.
The second barrier is grammar perfectionism. So many of you are obsessed with getting the grammar perfect.
You think you have to form this beautiful, flawless sentence in your mind before you even open your mouth?
Let me tell you a secret. Native speakers don't do that.
Not at all. When I speak, I'm not thinking about tense or subject-verb agreement. I'm just talking.
If you wait for perfection, you'll just be silent. It's much better to speak a broken sentence quickly than a perfect sentence 5 minutes late.
And the final barrier is your environment. You might believe English is something that only happens in a classroom.
That's a mistake. You have to create an English environment inside your own head, no matter where you are physically.
Okay, so please listen very closely now. We are going to give you the 6-step training method. This is a system. You need to follow it in order.
Step 1 is the foundation. It's called naming objects.
This sounds incredibly simple, but its power is in its simplicity. Wherever you are right now, I want you to look around you.
And just name the objects you see. But, and this is the key, only in English.
Don't think of the word in your native language first. That's cheating. Just look at the object and let the English word pop into your head.
Look at the door. Think door. Look at the desk. Think desk.
I'm doing it right now. I see a lamp, a computer, a window. You do this until it's automatic.
The goal here is to glue the English label directly onto the object in your mind. No middleman. No translation.
Once you're comfortable with that, you can move to step 2. This is called self-talk or narration.
You're going to become the narrator of your own life. When you're alone, just describe what you're doing out loud.
Simple sentences. I am walking to the kitchen. I am opening the fridge. I am drinking water.
Notice the grammar. I am doing. The present continuous tense. It's the easiest way to start because it directly connects your physical action to the English verb.
You can do this out loud, which is best, or just silently in your head if you're around other people.
Right. No one is listening. No one is judging you. It's completely safe practice. You're building the mental pathways for speaking.
Now we get to step 3. This one is absolutely critical for intermediate students. We call it the dictionary switch.
I know almost all of you have a bilingual dictionary app on your phone. You type an English word, it shows you the Chinese translation.
You have to stop doing this immediately. Delete the app or at least change its settings.
Because every time you look up a translation, you're forcing your brain out of English mode and back into your native language. You're breaking the immersion.
Instead, you must use an English-to-English dictionary.
So, for example, if you look up the word happy, don't look for the translation. Read the English definition. Something like feeling joy or pleasure.
So when you do that, you learn that happy is connected to other English words like joy and pleasure.
Exactly. You're building a web of meaning all inside English. This is how native speakers learn. We connect concepts, we don't translate them.
Okay, step 4 is about managing your expectations. And the rule is, keep it simple.
This is a huge mistake. In your native language, you're an intelligent adult. You can make these long, complex sentences.
But in English, you might still be a child, in a way, and that's okay.
If you try to translate a really complex thought, you'll get tangled up in the grammar. You have to simplify the idea first.
So instead of thinking, I must proceed to the supermarket in order to acquire fresh produce for my evening meal.
Yeah, that's way too hard. Just think, I need food, or I'm going to the store.
Start with the basics, subject, verb, object. You can add the fancy words later. Don't try to run before you can walk.
Which brings us to step 5. This is like the advanced version of self-talk. It's the inner voice.
This is where you move beyond just describing your actions and you start to actually plan and think in English.
You have a conversation with yourself. When you wake up, you ask yourself in English, what should I wear today?
How am I feeling, or what do I need to get done?
When you can plan your day or even have a small argument with yourself in English, you've done it. You've switched your brain's operating system.
And finally, step 6, which ties everything together. Immersion.
It's simple, really. You can't output what you haven't put in. Your brain needs data. It needs to be surrounded by English.
And this doesn't just mean watching a movie with the subtitles on.
No. You need to actively listen. Listen to the rhythm of podcasts, watch videos, read books. You aren't just studying, you're feeding your brain patterns.
When you get enough of this input, you develop a feeling for what sounds right.
Exactly. Most native speakers don't know why a sentence is grammatically correct. It sounds right.
Yeah.
And you only get that feeling through massive input.
Okay, you have the 6 steps, but just knowing them isn't enough. You need action. So we're giving you 3 specific daily assignments.
Assignment number 1 is the morning and evening routine.
The first minute after you wake up is so important. Before you even touch your phone, I want you to plan your day in English. Just 3 simple sentences.
Today's Tuesday. I will go to work. I need to finish my report.
And then at night, right before you sleep, do the same thing, but review your day. I went to work. I was tired. I ate a good dinner.
This frames your entire day in English. It tells your brain that this language is important from beginning to end.
Assignment number 2, the 30-minute rule. This one is a challenge.
A strict challenge. You pick a time every day. Maybe it's when you're on the subway or when you're cooking. You set a timer for 30 minutes.
And during that time, you are forbidden from thinking in your native language. No translation allowed.
It will be hard. Your brain will fight you. It will want to switch back to what's easy.
But you have to force it. It's like a workout for your brain. This 30 minutes is what makes your English brain stronger.
And the last one, assignment number 3, the English journal.
You don't have to write a long essay. Just 3 to 5 sentences every day. About your feelings, your goals, anything.
And please, don't worry about perfect spelling or perfect grammar. That's not the point. The point is expression.
The physical act of writing slows your brain down and helps you form thoughts directly in English.
Okay, so I know what you might be thinking. This sounds hard. What if I run into problems?
Let's troubleshoot the most common ones. The biggest is the missing word. You're talking and suddenly you forget a word, let's say, umbrella.
Right. Your first instinct is to panic, stop talking, and pull out your phone to look it up.
Do not do this. It breaks the flow. It puts you right back into translation mode.
Instead, you need to use a skill called circumlocution. It just means talking around the word.
So if you forget umbrella, you just describe it. You say, you know, the thing I use to stay dry when it's raining?
Or if you forget chef, you say, the person who cooks food in a restaurant. This is a fantastic communication skill. Native speakers do it all the time when we forget words.
Another big problem is just boredom.
Yes. Many students fail because they force themselves to study boring things. Boring textbooks.
If you don't care about politics, don't read the news about politics in English. If you love basketball, watch basketball games with English commentary.
You have to connect English to something you enjoy. Link it to pleasure, not to pain. Your brain will learn much faster.
And the final problem is that feeling of slow progress. You practice for a couple of weeks and you think, I'm not getting any better.
Language learning is a very long journey. The progress is happening, but it's often invisible day to day. It's like watching a plant grow.
So here's my suggestion. Record your voice today, speaking for 1 minute. Then do these exercises every day for 1 month. After that month, record your voice again.
I promise you will hear the difference. You'll be faster. You'll hesitate less.
But you have to be patient. Consistency is so much more important than intensity. 15 minutes every single day is better than 5 hours once a week.
We've covered a lot. Let's do a quick review.
To stop translating, you have to first accept that translation is a trap. It's inefficient and it causes errors.
Then you follow the 6 steps. Name objects, narrate your actions, switch your dictionary.
Keep your sentences simple, build an inner voice, and immerse yourself in English media.
You apply those daily assignments. The morning and evening routine, the 30-minute rule, and the journal.
Now, I have one final request. Don't just listen to this and then forget about it. I want you to start right now.
Yes. Look away from your screen. Look around the room you're in. Find 3 objects.
And name them in English. Out loud if you can. Do it right now.
Did you do it? Good. That's the first step.
Thinking in English is not some special talent. It's a skill. It's a habit. And you can build it, starting today.
Learning to think in a new language, it's more than just communication. It's like opening a new door in your own mind.
So please, take this seriously. Practice every day and trust the process.
And remember, making mistakes is not failure. It's proof that you are trying.
That's all for today's deep dive lesson. Class dismissed. Good luck with your practice.